see beyond the place that I know I somehow want to escape from. No, none of this feels real, like it's not my life. And there is nothing from before here I can't recognize. It's all that I recall, just false memories. Please tell me this isn't real. All this can't be happening. Falling backwards, I now see through apparitions of time that we're very impact down into staunch reality. Till I only know myself from on the other side. Despite all of my worst fears, I never thought that all this could happen to me. No, none of this feels real, like it's not my life. And there is nothing from before here I can't recognize. It's all that I recall, just false memories. Please tell me this isn't real. All this can't be happening. No, none of this feels real, like it's not my life. And there is nothing from before here I can't recognize. It's all that I recall, just false memories. Please tell me this isn't real. All this can't be happening.
gentlemen, for the Barney Order stream for the 25th of May. We're back with the Casebook of Arkady Smith. I was tempted to do a different game this week, but I thought I'll do a second part for it. Check out some more case files. I booted it up earlier and it's not crashing, so hopefully we'll get straight into it. But before we get to that, let's see if I have the windows configured properly. Please do. There we go. So not this Thursday, next Thursday, June, I think it is. I have no idea what the days are anymore. I will be releasing the second single from the upcoming album, The Same Dream. This is the single I've got here. It's called Wake. It was originally going to be the first single, but everyone that I showed the album to resonated with False Memories. So this is a song that's not as good as False Memories, I suppose. So there you go. But everyone was saying False Memories should be the first single. I thought people were going to say this should be the first single, but it's now the second single. So there's some information for you there about the song. Anyway, before we get into the Casebook of Arkady Smith, I will play the preview of the song for hopefully your enjoyment. Where the hell are the buttons? Okay.
From their sleep, and all the things that keep dividing me, they now haunt my dreams. 'Cause I can't wake from their sleep, and all the things that keep dividing.
There you go. I had to get rid of that because I didn't know what was going to play afterwards. Not that there's anything weird on my computer that would play afterwards, just thought I'd do that for no reason. Anyway, yeah, so that is the next single, and the animation on that is amazing. Can I get that back? Actually, I jumped out of it a bit too hesitantly. Yeah, the animation on this... Get this one. Repeat one. So this is the animation on this was done by the same guy that does all my animations. His name's Muzzy. Doesn't really have like very very hot, by the way. So I'm having to contend with that. He doesn't really have like a place for all his art, but he has an Instagram, which I should link actually. But he did this, and he will be doing all my animations for all my shorts. And he's done basically everything so far. All the static stuff is done by me. I did the actual artwork because I do my single artwork. But he did the animation there, and it's probably my favourite that he's done. It's incredible. I really like the messages from the Deep one that he done years ago. Or last year, I think that was, but this one's come out really well. But yeah, this is the new single, so my two fans, I hope you enjoy it. Right, let's get moving. So, as always with this thing, because where this is Steam, it's really difficult. There we go, okay, to figure out what window I'm even meant to be on. I think that's working. It really, I don't want to sit here in a vest, but I think I'm going to have to. It's so hot at the moment. I think it's like 33, 32 in the grand nation of Istanbul. I'm not in Istanbul. Okay. I'm going to take my shirt off. It's too much. Whoa. Jesus Christ. I need to get a fan in here. Alright. So, I booted this up earlier, as I mentioned, just to see if it's still working, and I have been placed back in the apartment, which is annoying. I also discovered something quickly. There's a hack tool in here, which you use to hack stuff, I imagine. I don't know if this hack tool is anywhere else in the game. I haven't seen it in the police department. I haven't seen it in anywhere, basically. I don't know why I'm trying to list places. I haven't seen this. So if I have to constantly come back to the apartment to use this, it's going to be very annoying. But enough moaning. Let's get on and then moan about something else. So I want my gun. Okay. Is this... Okay, cool. I really hate the walk speed when you're inside. It's very, very annoying. So luckily, because I remember last week we got someone's wallet back and then he gave us some information, but they hasn't put anything on the map. But one of the case notes said she worked near Medical Centre Northwest, and I have a, I'd say famously, it's only my friends and family that know, very, very good sense of direction. So once I get back to the Medical Centre Northwest, I'll be able to find my way. Oh, so where we are. We can actually take the elevator this week. Oh my god, it just... Man, I don't even need to press any buttons. Man, it's very industrial cyberpunk in this elevator. I like that. Alright, cool. Right, how do we get... I can't remember. Oh, you just walk up to it. Okay. Come on, slowly. Turn. Right, where is it? It's there. I feel like this is controlling worse than last week, or maybe I've just forgotten how badly it controls. Okay, cool. Also, I got copyright striked for this game last week. The guy that's making this music, I think... I couldn't find him on... So it comes up with who copyright strikes you, and it's usually like a label or an organisation or like the uploaders or whatever. It's never like it's rarely like the artists themselves that do it. For example, my King Cobra string got a copyright strike because he was singing Hurt, the Johnny Cash cover. And it was like Johnny Cash's like label or something that like striked me because Johnny Cash is dead and he can't strike me himself. So, hang on, this is not what I want. Anyway, and yeah, I got copyright strike by some kind of like organisation, and I think it's like a royalty-free. I say royalty-free. I got copyright fucking strike for it, but I think it's just like because I couldn't find him on Spotify, and I tried googling his name, and the only thing that came up it was like if Ben something, and it came up with a SoundCloud page that had none of the songs that were in this were on his SoundCloud page, so I don't know where this music's come from. I think this guy, I mean, I don't make video games, and when I worked in the industry, they were paying like composers and stuff. So I suppose at this level, there's probably some kind of like indie thing you can just take music from. But anyway, okay. The walk speed inside is fucking tragic. Right, have you seen Mona Stone Street? No, I have not seen her for days. Can you tell me where she lives? She lives nearby. I had a marker for you. So, has it added the marker? Because there it is. Because that was the annoying thing. When I've like reloaded into this game, that marker's disappeared. I'm sitting here going like, oh, I've got a really good sense of direction, and then I've gone and used the marker. So, I am a fraud. Let's drive the car over because I can't bother to come back for it. All of these apartments look identical as well, so I would not have found my way here. But I do remember I got the wallet over there, and there's a guy around the corner. Yeah. Also, I have a new... I can't show it because the webcam, the twist ball on it is super fucking stiff. So if the webcam moves, I have to like, it just jolts around, so I can't smoothly put it back into position. So I'm just going to tell you what this is and won't be able to show you. I've got one of those wall things that you see in video games where they have like guns hung to them, but mine just has headphones and a dodgy Bluetooth controller, which is great. But it's got a big light thing on it, so if you're seeing lights to the left of me, that's what that is. Alright, I have your wallet. Okay. Great, you found my wallet. Yes, now about Mona. She often visits the park nearby, a certain marker. Anything else? That should help you enough. I'm not so sure. Fucking that shit. Like, what is the... I hate the fact when it gives you, like, multiple options and they're all just okay. The core. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, sorry. I'm not sorry. What's the fucking Mr. Frog line from Smiling Friends? Yeah. Okay, but I'm not sorry. I miss Smiling Friends. But we all do. In our own way. What's happened here? I think this is the first time I've seen a cop. Oh. Where are they? What's happening? What happens if I try and run these guys over? Can I? Right, let's see if I can have a little word with them. I'm taking over this investigation because I'm taller than you. Can I get in their car? No. I'm taking over this. Oh, shut up. I'm about to do my joke again. Alright, I've got the ID. Can I talk to you? It's the ID. Man, this is quite a pile-up you guys are creating. Alright, fuck it. Excuse me. I'm just sweating. Oh! Well, he's having a worse day. Also, because this is the room I record in, it's been soundproofed, and like the window has been completely covered up by a super thick acoustic blanket, so it's extraordinarily hot in here because of that. Right, here we are. I thought there would be a little bit more to that, but apparently not. Alright, so I need... Would you... But this is difficult because there's a lot of NPCs walking around and I need to find one that I can actually talk to. Does the car do anything? I found blood. Found a body. This probably doesn't mean anything. Examining it. Yes. Dead body of an unknown male. There's smartphones and a SIM-sig in the jacket pocket. Take the smartphone. Yes. Take the SIM-sig. Okay. Report it. A dead body. Okay, right. Okay, right. We need to go do DNA analysis on the stuff that we just got. Oh, it's a fucking vape pen. Like, they called it a SIM-sig. And I thought it was going to be like some futuristic, like Fifth Element, maybe, style cigarette. But no, it's just a fucking vape pen. Alright, come on. Well, I don't know why I'm going back to that checkpoint. I need to go... I don't know, very... Alright, where do I need to go? City Sec North will be good. Get out of the way. Whenever I play an open world game like this, I always have like, especially an open world game with driving, like a complete disregard to the role playing of being someone that's like driving around how normally, essentially, or driving around safely. I just point my car in the direction and just go. And a game that was particularly funny for that, oh, something's coming from the sky, was LA Noire. Because my driving is just, yeah, as I said, I just point my car at where I want to go, and LA Noire is all like classy and like mysterious. You get in the car and it just fucking turns into Sega Rally. Okay. Right, yes, I know I need the ID, I remembered. Oh, not yet. Alright, okay. Oh no, do I need a medical center? Can I do anything here, actually? Fingerprint analysis. Maybe we can do this. Found nothing on a smartphone. You found no fingerprints on a smartphone. I'm just as annoyed that there was no fucking... Right, okay, to the hospital. I will slowly make my way over there. Yep. I feel like I'm, like, he's wearing a pair of Air Jordans, the way he bounces. Okay, come on. Right, where the fuck is the baby center? Oh my god. Medical Center Northwest. Come on. Game really needed more music. Not so much music. It could really do with Foley. I think that's what's missing from it. Like, you can't listen. Can't hear the city at all. And one of the amazing things about Cloudpunk, which I'm never going to stop comparing this to, was not only the soundtrack was incredible, but the fucking Foley. There's a song now. The Foley in Cloudpunk was amazing. Just the sound of like the cars flying over, just distantly. Like there's videos on YouTube that are like 10 hours or 12 hours of Cloudpunk. I keep saying that. Cloudpunk atmosphere, and they're on there for a reason because the atmosphere in that game is so beautiful. And I hate this song. I'm also aware that Wake sounds quite simple AD. It will make sense when you hear the full album or the full song, or maybe it won't. I don't know. I just hate this song. Like it's just, I shouldn't be harsh on this because it's like some guy like me that's just, you know, trying to make music or whatever. But this feels like, you know, someone's just watched Drive. And then, like, that's become their whole personality. Like, I'm gonna make Kavinsky music and real human brain. Right, DNA analysis. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so fucking annoyed if I have to go back to the apartment. Okay, right, good. We got a lead. Lucas Canino. Right. Who the fuck is Lucas Canino? I've nearly got all the information for this quest, which is unusual. Right, let's ask in the hospital, because they're the only people I can really talk to. I really hate that snare sound in this. Oh. Have you seen Minor Street City? No, I have not seen it for days. Can you describe average height, dark brown hair? Okay, thanks. Right, so it's not him. I think the more I play this game really... Oh, it's so hot. This game really needs a tutorial. Because there's probably like a person lookup system. Which I have no idea about. Right, do you know who Lucas Casino is? Right, same fucking information. Are you Lucas Casino? Right, that didn't change. Let's go talk to the guy whose wallet I gave back. See if he's got any leads. If not, I'm gonna have to go to the apartment because I can't think of anything else. Eat slow walk speed. Whoa, and release. Okay. Right. Okay, now. Off. I don't know why it makes like a Nokia 3310 dial tone every time I drive into someone. Oh shit. I think. Oh, okay. My reaction there is I thought this was leading me to the park again, so I had to find my way back. Can I do anything with a smartphone? Because it says it's locked. Oh. Alright, apparently can do nothing. Alright, can I talk to this guy again? Does he give me any leads? She often visits the park nearby a set marker. That should help you enough. All three of those options just kick me out of that. Maybe the morgue? It's really far away. But fuck it, what else are we doing? Okay. Like, I get the gameplay can't have all the stuff in the same place. Like, Blade Runner 2049. When, Kay is looking up the files, for the DNA, I think. I can't remember what he's doing in that particular scene. I think he's looking up DNA results on the bones that he gets of Rachel, I think. When Joy's like hanging over his side. Like he couldn't have that gadget on him because then everything's just going to be in his pocket and he hasn't got to go anywhere. So you can't have everything in one place. Like from a story point of view, you need to travel around. But at the same time, the way everything's spread out in this is very fucking annoying. Because I'm going to get to this morgue. It was like the things, I wouldn't even mind it so much if I knew where everything was and what its purpose was. Like I'm going to this morgue hoping there's a machine in there that allows me to unlock a smartphone. You know, saying that out loud, I realise how stupid this is. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, right, just park here. There we go. Maybe that dead body I found will be in here. Oh, it's gonna... Slow walking doesn't make this any easier. Or is there anyone in there I can talk to? No, there's just a few guards hanging about. Oh, okay, cool. So this is the shit that was in the apartment. Right, so I don't have to go... Oh. Is this the stuff that was in the apartment? It's not the stuff that was in the apartment. It's just the exact same thing that was in the other place. Identified Lucas Canino. Who the fuck is Lucas Canino? Like, how do I look him up? How do I get any leads? Because, oh my god, this is like the same thing I was moaning about last week. Like, if this was real, and I was this man, and I just got that information, I'll be able to go, great. Now I can look for a database, or ask someone at the crime scene, or the medical centre, do you know a Lucas Canino? Is it Canino? I'm pretty pronouncing this right. It's Lucas Canino, I'm calling him that. Evil Knievel, Lucas Canino. But because this is such a restrictive game, I can't. I have to find out, I have to do this very specific thing that this game wants me to do that I have no idea what it is. Oh, I don't want to go back to the apartment because it takes fucking... Oh, there is an elevator. Alright, before I do that, let's see if I can go to the police department with the Lucas Canino information. See if that does anything for me. Come on. Alright, there we go. Fucking Terminator 1'd it. And it was a police station as well. That was a great reference, if I do say so myself. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, shut up. Okay, right. But this isn't gonna... This did nothing... Yeah, nothing earlier. Because I could just guess, and I could just say it's Lucas Canino, and probably be right. But I actually... So, I'm gonna complete all possible leads before I do that. What's in this door over? Don't tell me it's just a room mirrored. I'll be very annoyed if it's just a room mirrored. It is. I remember saying section 1 and 2. It's just a fucking room mirrored. How annoying. Like, there's no point. Or does this... I mean, it's not mirrored completely, but... Yep, exact same thing. Okay, we are going back to the apartment. Great. I mostly find myself agitated by video games these days. I can't remember the last time I played a video game and I was like, wow, this is like consistently fun. I think maybe Shinobi. I was pleasantly surprised by that and had a lot of fun with that. And he, like, the more I think about it, the more I really fucking like Dreams of Saturn, because it was just really interesting. I was watching the Red Letter Media review of Mandalorian Grogu last night, the new Star Wars movie that everyone's got an opinion on, and there's a bit at the end when Mike says it's probably the worst Star Wars movie because it made him feel absolutely nothing. And then Jay's saying like the prequels are bad, but at least they've got a story, they're trying to tell something. Rise of Skywalker is a fucking mess. I've never watched it. I've watched their review. I quit after The Last Jedi. But Jay was saying like at least Rise of Skywalker tries stuff and it fails, which makes it interesting. And that's what I think in retrospect, because I've played through fucking Dreams of Saturn like 2.5 times now, and the stuff George tries to do in that is so endlessly interesting. Okay. And I don't know what I was comparing that to. I don't think I was comparing that to this. I can't even remember which one's my apartment. They've got no numbers on. They all look the same. Alright, fuck it. I guess we're just going to have to try. Oh, it's the only one with an actual door. Now, I'm obviously a huge Blade Runner fan. Like, if you've listened to any of my instrumental pieces, you can probably tell that I'm just completely ripping off Vangelis with everything I try to do. And the reason he's got this in here is for the magnifying photo analysis machine that Deckard has in Blade Runner 1. But it's just so annoying that it's back here. Right, hack tool. And I bet this doesn't even do anything. Well, I am very shocked by that. I'm shocked and angered that I've had to come all the way back here for this. It wasn't that far, to be honest. To Carmen Baranov, I imagine that's a Russian man, from Lucas Canino 1 at gmail.com. There's something about this being the future and people still using Gmail accounts that is hilarious to me. No, this one's not hilarious, but like really weird. So like fucking, I don't know. It might as well be an AOL account. Yo, Carmen, I know what you are really, Mona. And what? I know that you are really Mona, and that you faked your ID to stop getting deported. I want paid, or I tell the boss. Meet me at the park and we'll talk. Don't mess around, if it will be fine. So Carmen Baranov killed him. No, hang on. Oh, don't make... Can I just... Oh! I just wanted to read it again. I'm fucking decrypting all over again. Right, great. You played your little animation. Okay. Carmen Baranov. Mona is Carmen Baranov. Lucas Canino. Things are killing. Can we decrypt? Because I have 2 pieces of evidence now. I still think there should be more to this, though. Nothing found. Right, let's look at it. Right. Hack smartphone found that Carmen is actually Mona using a fake ID. Right. So, I feel that I will have to go back to the medical centre. And I really wish I could just jump down there. That's probably why you can't jump, because people kept doing that. I want to go back. Oh, hang on. Let me go up to the roof. No. Okay, fuck it. Well, maybe we can. Yes, but anyway, I reckon go back to medical centre. Maybe ask them if they know Carmen. And if they do, ask them about Carmen. Reply is inappropriate. I bet you. Damn it. Yeah, I reckon that's probably like a bonus at the end, and like Roy Batty's body's out there, like the building in Cyberpunk 2077. Oh. Did run into this on the way up. Why would that be there? Is that pertinent to the case? I should probably do a fingerprint scan. No, it's not going to be pertinent to the case. Okay. Oh my god. The literal light of God. Okay, right, go down. Get water. But this song is obviously it's like a mixture of Blade Runner Blues. But on a Mellotron instead of a CSAE, mixed with Love theme, or is it Rachel's theme? I can't remember. Don't hate it, but I can hear the influences. Okay, right, back to that medical centre. Which is there. I think after this, I wonder if the cases get harder. But after this, I'm gonna, because I did the first two cases in order, I'm just gonna choose one from like the very end page to see if they spice it up a little bit. But I feel like because this is an indie guy that doesn't really have the training for game design. He may be very, very good, but I would imagine he's missing. I mean, like I say, I imagine I'm playing the fucking game, so I can tell that he's missing a lot of game design elements that people generally overlook. One of those being that your levels should increase in difficulty, and you get a lot of people like this that can't really balance that. And so I imagine the first few missions are just the first ones he came up with, and so have the most amount of effort, and the last few missions are probably just the last ones he came up with where he was running out of ideas. But maybe he has balanced them and they get more interesting as they go along, so we will find out. Okay, right, does anyone know about Carmen? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Alright. Oh, yeah, it's just the same options. Okay, right. Oh, I guess I should go back to her apartment. Right, I've got a marker for the apartment, which I'm going to check out. Both this and the other mission, I think, like, it's obviously a failing on my part, but I get to a point where I've, like, exercised all options, and I can't think of anything to do. So I just... Oh, hang on. I completely forgot that Carmen Baranoff is this woman. Carmen Baranoff, I know that you're Mona. Why can I not have this conversation with her? Oh, this is fucking annoying. Oh my god, that's really annoying. Alright, so I just need to... Found that Carmen is actually Mona using a fake ID. Yeah, can I... maybe if I get... Oh god. What if I get the phone out and then... Oh, there we go. I found evidence that you are Mona. You killed the owner to hide the truth. Prove it. Alright, I'll come back with more evidence. No fucking cut. You've just, like, told her you suspect her. She's gonna run off. What do you mean? Oh my god, that's really annoying. Like, right, what if I present her with a cigarette? Do you know Lucas Canino? Oh my god. Right, so that's fucking annoying. So depending on what item I've got, they change conversation. So yeah. See if I can do a fingerprint analysis of this searchlight item here. I bet nothing comes back on it. I am consistently being proven wrong. Right. So he killed Lucas Canino and changed her identity. Okay, right. Can I change? Nothing. Okay, right. Fuck it. I really don't understand. Alright, let's see if I can find this last bit of evidence. The only thing I can think of is going and talking to this guy. Because he's like one of the only... I mean, there is the dead body. I love how you get out and you can like really sort of shoot your car off. Oh, the door's locked. Okay, right, fuck it. Can I not... What item have I got? Let's get the phone out. See if he says anything. Alright, does it say anything about the cigarette? No. Right, can I get... What's going on? Can I get into this apartment any other way? I'm really liking this song as well. See, when it's got what I consider, I know it's just my opinion, actual, not synthwave, cyberpunk sounding stuff, it's really good. But when it leans into that stupid synthwave stuff, okay, it looks like I can't get in any other way. I thought that door was going to open for just like a second there. No. That is annoying. Oh, fucking hell. When you look up, like, the camera really just, like, wobbles. Alright, I guess we're just going to the police station. Like, what? And like, just going to the fucking police station and then going on the machine. This person did it, this person did it, and the machine going, correct, you guessed correct. It's such an unsatisfying way to end these cases. Oh, that guy had somewhere to get to. But, like, there's nothing I can do. I'm not just going to waddle around and try and find some other clue that I've got no inkling or indication from it. Like, I've got proof. I suppose we go back to... alright, fuck it. I'll go back to the fucking scene of Lucas Canino's death. See if there's anything there. Okay, right, so that's going to be that thing over there. If I can't... Why are people, like, skipping along? If I can't get any information here, I'm just going to go to the police place, otherwise known as a police station. Oh, Q and E. No, Q just... Okay, for some reason I hit Q by mistake and it turns left, but E doesn't. Oh my god. I'm too fast, too futuristic. That's all. Too fast, too slippery. Okay. Alright, yes, I'm back. Oh yeah, good. Fucking Jesus Christ. I suppose when you get punched, it is a little bit like that. Alright. There's a car over there. There's a man that has been punched many times. What the fuck? Can I investigate this car at all? Because I feel like this just being parked here. Because there's... Hang on, these bloodstains... Ah! Aha! Ah. Okay, right, great. A bloodied knife. Right, now I'm going to have to get this analysed. But I think I can just go to the hospital for this. Okay. Okay, we've nearly got all the evidence on this case, which is a vast improvement on the other one. I'm just wandering around with a knife. Oh, God. I wonder... Like, part of me feels... is it the hospital? Fuck it, I'll go to the hospital. Part of me feels like this game might have been improved if, like, you forgoed the open world and just had, like, every case purposely designed in a level instead, rather than reusing these assets. But as I'm saying that and thinking about it, it would have been easier for him to just have this city you can go around, because then you ain't got to create specific levels in specific areas. You can just reuse everything over and over and over and over again with the same mechanics. Alright. God, it's this fucking song again. Every time I come to the police station, oh, not police station, every time I go into a building, it seems to play, because it does this stupid slow walk while I'm listening to, like, a Kavinsky knockoff. Right, so we're going to the police station. Slowly. I wonder what the choice was to make you walk so slow in here. I wonder if it was, like, just a stylistic choice. Okay, right, fucking where's the city sec then? I'm reporting you. Yeah, well, I am the law. Which reminds me, the fact we've never got an open world Judge Dredd game is a crime in all criminal. But even if they did that, because if they did an open world Judge Dredd game, I would just want procedurally generated missions, and maybe a through line. The best way to do it actually would be Arkham City, where you have really extensive side quests and a main quest that isn't that long, and then you can, like, just do lore stuff on the side. They've never made that. I suppose the character and the IP isn't popular enough for these fucking video game companies to spend money on making it, because everything's about the investment. Same with Ghost in the Shell. People mentioned this before, but an open world Ghost in the Shell when you play Section 9 would be amazing. Don't even need to play as Makoto. Well, actually, they do. Obviously, they've made Ghost in the Shell games. I played one of them on stream, but... Alright. Jesus. Did not expect to hear a combine soldier. Right. Fingerprint analysis. Right. Mona and Stone Street. Okay, right. Right, and then back to the hospital. Okay, right. So surely, there's one bit of evidence I haven't got, but like... Dun, 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 dun. If I can't accuse her without the evidence that I've got, I'm just gonna like put it into the machine and be done with it. I'm not... Every now and then, this game looks nice. Like in screenshots, it looks really nice. The art that I used for the thumbnail today was a really nice screenshot of it. But it's these sports cars that fucking ruin it. Is this the right way? Let's find out. Oh. Alright, over there. Oh, there we go. Ah, fuck. I don't remember this being this far away. Oh, okay. I can't even remember, what was the, like... Did she just go missing? I can't even remember what I was doing this for to begin with. Yeah, I think she just went missing. And she's changed her name to Carmen Sandiego. Right, I'm just going to slowly walk over and accuse you with a knife. Have I got... No, I haven't got the knife out. Can I have the knife out? Because otherwise he's not going to say the right thing, is he? I found evidence that shows you are Mona Street Center. What evidence? The fingerprints on the knife. Okay, so it's just two things. Fingerprints on the knife. That doesn't mean anything. Doubt truth to be a liar, Mona. What evidence? The data on Luke's smartphone. I don't know what you're talking about. You are Mona and you killed him. No, I didn't prove it. Doesn't mean anything. How this world is given to lying. No, I didn't prove it. Okay, fucking finally. Okay, I admit it. He was going to report me. I had no choice. Strong reasons make strong actions, eh, Mona? He worked out I had changed my identity to avoid deportation. What a hot topic case. Is everyone still talking about ICE? I live in Europe, so that whole stuff doesn't really bother me. Or pertain to me, I suppose is the right word. But it seemed like everyone was fucking going mental about ICE like a month ago, and now like no one's talking about it anymore. As is the news cycle. You changed your identity from Mona to Carmen. You killed him because he worked out you were actually Mona. Yes, Lucas found out and wanted hush money. I had no choice but to kill him. I'm reporting you to city security. They'll decide what happens to you now. Did I? Oh, okay, right. I finished the case log, and I still like. There's no. Like I want like and a little cutscene and stuff. Like, well done, Mr. Investigator Man. Also, I just remembered last week I couldn't think of Deckard's first name's Rick Deckard. The moment I got off a stream, I was like, for fuck's sake, it's Rick Deckard. No one calls him Rick. It's like, oi Rick, we're in the future. No one says that. So, you know, that's not my fault. Okay, right, 6 seconds. The fuck off. Alright, well I mean, like, I know I am the problem here. Oh god, it's gonna happen again. Also, I don't know why I just thought of this, but I'm a huge fan of The Punisher. I don't know if I've ever spoken about that. Just that archetype of like a man that's lost everything and he's like struggling with a reason to carry on. The cliche Mad Max, Max Payne, Frank Castle. I love those kind of archetypes. So I finally watched the special One Last Kill recently. Complicated thoughts on it. Overall positive. They can't do the fucking retirement thing anymore. Like, this has to be the last time. I don't know if what everyone is saying, but I suppose everyone's sort of moaning that it's again him struggling with embracing the Punisher. I don't have a problem with that, but think we're on like the 5th or 4th time now that that's his character arc, and which is fine. That should be, it's a good grounding for the Punisher to give him some kind of moral dilemma, but I don't think it should be like the main plot point anymore. They need to move on. He needs to embrace, and like from the, without spoiling it, from the ending of it, seems like, you know, one last kill was the identity of Frank Castle, which is, you know, it's fine. I think they've wasted retreading that ground. Like, it would have been better if they just moved on. Like, he is the Punisher now, and then given us like a Punisher story, like Warzone or something. But anyway, the reason I bring it up is because there's a fucking bit in it when he sees like the main antagonist driving away, but then he sees a shopkeeper and shopkeeper's daughter, who he's like kind of got a bit of rapport with, being attacked. So he decides to run after and help the shopkeeper, and fucking Hatebreed starts playing, and it's the it's the time and I will rise, and it's so fucking like chumpish and dumb. And I mean, I don't care. The song's like, what, 25 years old now, and even at the time when I was a kid, like the worst kind of metalheads loved Hatebreed, and it was always like just chumpy. I can't even describe it any other way. And I used to have a friend, and he found that song so hilarious for that reason. So the song's always become a meme for like a dumb sort of like metal song. And the fact that it plays in that, what it's meant to be this big fucking moment, I just found it so misguided. But maybe that's my own association with it. But it's, I don't know, like putting metal in the Punisher seems, the right word, artistically lacking. Like, it's just the obvious choice. Like, he's a big gruff guy and he's angry. We're like metal music, and it's like when fucking Spider-Man 2, they made the music in that all like hip hop and R&B because it's the Black Spider-Man. It's like, just be a little bit more inventive with it. Like, maybe the Punisher likes 80s pop music, like, or something. It's the obvious choice, and it was a low point in what was otherwise a very decent outing for John Bernthal, who I love as the Punisher. Okay. Anyway. Oh shit. I wanted to talk about that all week, but my mum's been visiting me here, and surprisingly, my mum doesn't care about the Punisher. You think she would. And none of my friends care about the Punisher, so I haven't been able to voice my opinions to anyone. But I am essentially just sitting here talking to myself, so I could have just done this all week. Anyway. Yes. Right. Identify criminal. Mona Stone Street. Identify Mev stabbed to death. Motive: to hide a secret identity. To avoid being deported. Okay. Yeah, because I couldn't put the victim in there. That's what I was hesitating on a little bit. Alright. Be very annoyed if one of those don't come up. Correct. There you go. Not bad. A rank. I don't think this worked last time. At least it didn't show my name. These people have no score, and I can't see where I am, and I can't like move up and down or scroll it or... Alright, it's exactly 4 o'clock, so we have an hour to do one more mission. I want to take on a crime contract. Okay. Framed, let's see, we got Venal Masquerade, Kabuki Killer, Axe, Room 201. has my interest. I'm gonna go room 201. I mean, really, I should read case notes and then decide, but I'm not doing a part 3 of this. So, unless this game completely flips the script. Tia Flavin, Hotel Epsilon. A report from the hotel said a dead body was found inside a locked hotel room. The body was since identified as Mrs. Tia Flavin. Inside the hotel, visit the hotel and find out what happened. Where's the hotel? I wasn't paying attention. Hotel Epsilon. Okay. Let's go. Like, all this stuff, like setting up, is really... It's just... Oh, man. There is a good game here. It just... Like, this feels like it should be, like, a pre-alpha. Where... Like, this is a really, really, really good foundation upon which to build a really good game. And these put the foundation together, and it all works, and it flows, but it's, like... Everything sort of just needs to be tightened up and pulled in. Like, sort these fucking cars out for a start. Put some fucking Foley in this game. The bloom on this is disgusting as well. Got a bar in here. I mean, there was a bar last week with one person in there. I mean, there was a crime scene, so maybe it's more active. But just, like, bring the city to life. And then beyond that, like, tighten up the dialogue options, like, and it needs a tutorial. Even if not a tutorial, I think it needs an introductory case, one that you have to do at the very beginning of the game, and it sort of walks you through how to use all the terminals and where to go, and, like, put some characters in this. Like, maybe there's, you know, a doctor that's a bit wacky, and he's got like a robot eyebrow or something in the hospital, and then in the police precinct there's like a gigantic black woman that has those really, really long acrylic nails and just says mm-hmm all the time at you. Put some characters in it, like, and maybe there's a dog. Right, we're here. Yeah, now get rid of this slow walk as well. Man, they're like... Like, look at the fucking state of this. Like, there is some... There's so much potential here. Like, this looks like the Wallace, I don't even know what it would be, organisation that Kay visits in 2049. But it's wasted. Oh, this character model as well. Fucking sort that out. Alright. And the fact that I can still see the neon signs from outside, I'm only just realising, is really bad. Because I like them. No, I paused there. How may I help you, investigator? I've come about the body... I need a room for the night. I've come about the body in room 201. Yes, very strange. The room's locked from the inside. A mystery indeed. Hotel service had to override the lock and found the dead body. Who else get access to the room? No one. We can only override the lock in emergencies, and it took 2 members of staff. Why did it take 2 members of staff? Are they doing it physically? Are you saying no one could have got in or out? Were you one of the 2 people? Yes, I was one of them, and she was dead when we entered the room. Right, well, there's obviously some more information there. Okay. This reminds me of a story from uni, which I am going to retell. Tell me more. Household service has arrived at the lock and found a dead body. Who else get access to the room? No one can only override the lock in emergencies, and it took 2 members of staff. Do you say no one got anywhere out? Yes, no one can get anywhere out of us knowing. All difficulties are easy when they are known. That is a stupid sentence. I actually killed myself. Oh. I didn't realise that was going to kick me out. That kicks me out as well. So when I was at university, downstairs, I was on the first floor, and there was a downstairs dormitory, and I was friends with the two guys that lived there. And each dormitory had a kitchen and 6 dorm rooms, and there was only 2 guys below me. They just didn't fill out the dorms for whatever reason. And one night, the guy that lived directly below me, who I was really good friends with, we heard knocking downstairs or some kind of shouting or whatever, and it was fucking like 2 guys. Keep in mind, I was 19 at the time. My friend was 24, and these guys that showed up were in like their early 30s. One of them had a fucking baseball bat, and they were like, "Oh, my girlfriend's in here, and she says you won't let her out." And like they were talking to us like from downstairs, and we were like, "Well, only like my friend here and this one other guy who wasn't around, I don't think, live down there. There's no one in there." And it was like, "Well, she's saying like you won't let her go, so we're here with a baseball bat." And we was like, all right, calm down. We'll let you in. You can look in the rooms." But the other thing, the dormitories that weren't occupied were all locked, and so we let these 2 guys in with a baseball bat. Saying this out loud now, really shouldn't have let 2 men in with a baseball bat into the dormitory. And they went to, it wasn't the first door on the right, second door on the right. And my friend was like, "All these doors are locked." And as he said that, he's gone to grab the lock to like prove it. Fucking door opens. And it was the only one, apart from the 2 rooms that were occupied, that was open. Because the guys with the baseball bat was saying she was in that room specifically. And the room was empty. There was no one in there. The window was closed. And they were like, "All right, we can see no one's here." And then they left. And it was the weirdest fucking thing. Like the fact that they showed up and knew that this one door was unlocked, and apparently their girlfriend was in there. Never got to the bottom of it. Never found out why that happened. It was just bizarre. And I don't know how that pertains to this. But there is my story. Okay. Right, room 201. Am I fucking hell, the lights on here? I'm still seeing like this. Oh no, that's not the sign from outside. It's just because that's so overblown, I can't see it apart from in a reflection. Thank God 201's over there. The slow walking around this is painful. Right. Fucking scrap paper. Examine corpse. Her skin looks redder than usual. What do you mean redder than usual? Do you know what she usually looks like? No signs of violence. Oh, hang on, how'd she die? Tia. I keep reading Tia as the Tia Flavin's skin was redder than we expected. So how did she die? Do we not know that at all? I suppose that's what I'm here to find out, right? There's a piece of scrap paper. Fuck off. The fact I need to take my hand off the mouse and press enter to get rid of that is very annoying. Okay. Hang on. What do you mean a small vent? That's not just something you just brush off. Actually, I can press the other enter. Can I look in the trash? Of course I can't. Why would I be able to search? Oh, right, examine. With the name Flavin on it. Take it. Right, okay, cool. Found an apartment key card with the name Flavin on it. That's probably going to be the only piece of information here. And then I need to scan it. So it is the exact same. Oh, small vent. Maybe it's the mouse. The mice's. Blank notebook. Oh, fucking take it, you moron. What are you doing? It's obviously going to have like, fingerprints or something on it. Right. I guarantee I'm going to be back here. So annoying. Alright, let's go scan this this key card because I've got no other evidence. So slow. Oh, finally. Now I need to walk slow out of the bloody reception area. Can I talk to the receptionist? Do I get any more information? The fact that those are still up is very annoying. Is there anything about this key card? It's not one of the hotel key cards. Ah. Apartment key card. So that is interesting. There's an apartment key card, so I can find her apartment. If I can get out. Fucking finally. Right. Oh, fuck. Hotel Epsom, Seasick N. Might need to go back to my apartment as well, which is going to be annoying. There's all these things that I need to use. You know what, put them in the car. That would have been really cool. Not this, I mean, change the car and fix it. But all these things that I need to go to use, put them in the car. Because I swear, again, at the beginning of 2049, and even in the original Blade Runner, I think I could have saying this car, but there is, because Kay gets Sapper Morton's eye at the beginning of Blade Runner 2049, and I swear he scans it for the police chief to see on something in the car. It's like on the where the handbrake is. I've only watched that film about 7 or 8 times, so, and I can barely recall it. It's because it's so fucking long. Like, I love 2049. Find it a bit frustrating. But Ridley Scott infamously said that it's too long, and every time I say this out loud or think it, I always hate the fact that I do, because I mean, I must say, I agree, 2049 is too fucking long, and it's weird because it's like we've only got 2 Blade Runner movies, and you'd obviously want more content as possible, but it does ruin the pacing of that film. Every single time they get to Las Vegas, for me, like, I think it's when they leave Las Vegas, actually, because that whole scene with Deckard's really, really cool. Mainly sort of the discussion that they have together, and like cinematography wise, fuck, that's some of the best cinematography in any film ever when he gets there. But when he leaves LA, the film does really drag after that. It picks up again, but it's the same with Dune as well. Everything up until the tent scene is 10 out of 10. One of the greatest films ever made. And then the last sort of half an hour, when they're wandering the desert and then the Jamis fight, is such, like, it drops to like a 9. So I think that's Denis Villeneuve's problem in general. Okay, right, fingerprint analysis. I only have myself to blame for that. Okay. Also, fucking things are gonna be on it. Alright, let's go to a hospital. Yes. The fact that he's bobbing up and down when he does that is ridiculous. Okay. I'm not just gonna go to every apartment until I find it. There's no point doing a hack tool on the key card, or is there? Because one part of me is like, it's just going to be like a little magnetic thing, like a key card is. But where it's the future, maybe it does have some electronics that can be hacked. It's hard to say. Right, fuck it as well. Because the music in this is so intermittent, I'm going to do a quick playlist of my own music. Worrying. Okay, right, so White Stream. Just stuff that'll be relevant. Let's find it. Find my own stuff. There. That will be good. Good. I've got 2 songs on the new album that would be amazing for this, but I mean, I don't want to spoil the surprise. Okay. Right, let's bow. Alright. Let's use this thing, hopefully, because otherwise I'm just going to have to go to the apartments one by one. Like, I can't, there's... I bet there's something in that crime scene that I missed. Right, fuck it. Yeah, I can't. Alright. We've got 1 apartment. Oh, there's 3 fucking apartments. Which one's the closest, actually? Gibson Apartments. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to say this. I really feel like my music works so well for this. When I was writing this stuff, I watch scenes or trailers from films on mute and sort of compose to them. And like for this one, there's a montage involving flying scenes in Blade Runner 1 and 2, and I just had that on repeat when I was working. Got a new song on the next album that I composed to a scene in Ghost in the Shell. This instrumental that I'm very excited about. I only do it with the instrumentals. I don't do it with the stuff that isn't instrumentals. Which is, the counter argument to that is, why are you writing stuff that's deliberately instrumental? Why shouldn't you just write a song that naturally has lyrics on it? But they're very different writing styles. Some of this instrumental kind of, you just ain't got to worry about structure. You can just allow the song to be what it is. And if you're writing something that's going to have lyrics on it, you need to consciously write verses and consciously write choruses that work together. And I know most people, especially whenever like Trent Reznor's talking about writing, he will just write pieces of music and then they become naturally what they are. But I'm very much like from the beginning, like this is going to be an instrumental thing, and I write it as an instrumental. So that is why I do the things I do. It's 50 meters or so fucking far away. Right. Okay, now I need to torch in here, don't I? It's better. Oh, I can't even take the elevator. What if I have the key card out? Getting any of these doors. This one's got a light underneath it. Oh. Okay. Right, so that means I'm going to have to try these doors one by one. No, that one's got a light underneath it. That's why. Yeah, that's the only one I can interact with because there is some kind of light source in that room. Also, this song, Black's Nightmare, took fucking forever to get the drums sounding the way they do in this. It was very, very difficult. Because on the second part of this, they become double time. And getting the velocity working between those was very difficult. Alright. Huntsfield Apartments. This way. I haven't listened to this song since I fucking released it, to be honest. It's really good. Also, speaking of 2049, I wonder if anyone's familiar enough with the soundtrack to know where I fucking got this sound from. That is my attempt to replicate the sound heard in Seawall by Hans Zimmer on the 2049 soundtrack. I think I got quite close to it. Okay, right, we're here. Okay, that's the exact same door. Imagine if that worked. Okay, no, that's not there. Alright, there's one more apartment I can try. Toma Apartments. Man, I used to listen to Black's Nightmare, the album that's from, so much when I was working on it. Like, you have to listen to music on repeat to catch all the little nuances. I'm so used to hearing Welcome the End come on after that. But it's weird to not hear Welcome the End come on after that track. Like a wounded animal, with its back against the wall. These apartments are so far away, and I feel like this is just going to be a disappointment. Like everything in my life. No, it's not a disappointment. Listening to Black's Nightmare just then. As I said, I haven't listened to that since I made it. Very happy to come out. I find sometimes I go back to stuff and I'm like, man, I fucked up here. But that was a big part of why I took so much of my stuff offline and then started re-releasing it. But there's some stuff on system that I could never fix and never get right. That haunts me to this day. I won't say what it is because then everyone sticks out because it's probably something that only I know this. Okay. I've got to the point now where so much stuff that's being made is so clean. Like video games are so rinse and repeat, movies are so rinse and repeat, and they're not surprising or exciting, and they don't take risks. Like one of the reasons I like Dreams of Saturn so much, it was so unusual that I'm kind of okay, I've just skipped a big chunk of this game. But yeah, what I was about to say is my stuff has a lot of that the right word for it. I can never fucking think of it on the spot. It has a lot of not risks but design choices that wouldn't be made by a committee, and I hope to the listener that gives it some kind of interesting aspect. Every time I stream, I'm just thinking one day when I get into terrible controversy, Turkey Tom sitting through all these streams that no one watches so he can do his documentary on me. Hello, Turkey Tom. Big fan of your work. Alright. Is there anything here? Storage boxes, apparently. Right. Ooh, that actually gave me chills. I wasn't expecting just a man sitting there. Fucking. Actually made me jump a little bit. Fucking hell. I'm really annoyed. That shouldn't have made me jump at all. It's just fucking shitty 3D model. Oh. You bastard. What are you doing in my flat? I'm going to investigate the murder. Oh, god damn. I'm Arkady Sith, a city investigator. I'm really annoyed that made me jump. I don't want to talk to you, please leave. I'm not going anywhere. How did you even get in here? I used Tia's card. No, I have skipped a large chunk. I don't want to talk to you, please leave. I'm not going anywhere. Because I've got absolutely no evidence. What are you doing in my flat? There's one more option I didn't click on. I'm making it my business now. What are you doing in my flat? Right, okay. Right, well, so I know where he lives. So I need to get evidence. Yeah, because he's like packing to leave. I mean, it's probably going to make him leave a little bit quicker now I've just shown up. Oh. I can feel sweat dripping on the inside of my trousers. Very annoying. Constantly check what the time is because this takes away the ability to do so. So right, I've completely screwed up. So I don't know. The only thing I can think of is going to my apartment. Using that machine. Also that vocal rise there into the sudden stop. Very hard to do without it distorting. So what I did for that is it's not actually copy and pasted vocals, it's the echo of the vocal which is there for the whole song, increasing in wetness and increasing in feedback, so it's looping on itself, and the problem with that is it distorts very quickly, very easily, so it was trying to get that sound of it, like all the echoes like building on each other without any distortion. Took me fucking ages, and I can't even remember how I fixed it in the end. I think I just turned off the horrible compression that I use and everything. It fixed it. Okay, right. Probably my favourite instrumental that I've done is this one, until the one that's on the new album I'm a big fan of. This was also, like the one that's on the new album, inspired by Ghost in the Shell, but this was more inspired by Ghost in the Shell in general, where this new one I actually scored a specific scene. Right, is this gonna work? Damn, I've got absolutely no leads. Right, I have to go back to the Gibson Hotel then. Slowly. slowly. What Nine Inch Nails song is that? Slow. The Greater Good. Maybe if I just pulled a gun on that guy. So, right, because I've done this backwards, I know he killed her, but I don't know what the motive is at all. Right, hotel. Let's go back over to Hotel Epsom and then see if we can figure anything out. Like flying around for once. I know it's those police ambulance things, but you don't usually see them out in the wild. See, eventually I really want to do an instrumental album, and I've been toying with it for years. The only reason I haven't done it is every time I go to write an album, I don't feel like I'm done with singing just yet. And that's not to say that the instrumental album will be all I'll do from there on. Like, I'll do an instrumental album and I'll go back to vocal albums. But every time I go to write, I'm always like, man, I want to write songs where I can sing. I'm not satisfied yet that I've wrote an album where I'm singing on it that's complete, I suppose is the right word. I always feel like there's more to do with vocals and stuff. But with that in mind, the reason I bring this up is because listening to these instrumentals now, my plan would be to do a double album again, where one album, 10 tracks of completely new instrumentals, and then the other 10 tracks are reworks of the instrumentals that already exist, but working with each other, so they all flow into each other, and maybe instrumental versions of stuff that already exists, but reworked to be instrumental. Like this song, Hope Is a Mistake. I'm really happy with how this come out. Got that Terminator down to it that I love. See this, speaking of Terminator, so this song was scored to the desert scene in Terminator 2. Okay. Does this work? Does she give me a room? Right, can I ask her about... I already have, and she's like, oh, that's not for here. Do you know anything about this key card? Okay, right, so it does nothing. Come for a room for the night. Thought you were here to investigate the death. Oh yes, that's true. Okay. Okay, right, fuck it. It's this slow walk that makes this really fucking annoying. God damn it. Okay, come on. Slowly. It's 201. No, it's 101, I think, is the George Orwell reference. Right, I'm obviously missing something in here. Don't understand. There's gotta be something. Like, the fact it's so fucking annoying. I can't open the bins. I can't, like, look through there. No, there's nothing. So, like, you can't tell me the only fucking thing in here is that key card. Because I can't seem to do anything with that fucking key card. Apart from go to the apartment and be like, why are you here? It's like, I don't know. Oh, what else to do? Done a fingerprint analysis on it. Put it through the 3 machines. I really hate this in video games when you get to sections like this because it just makes you feel like an idiot. Because I just only noticed that all the women have the exact same character model. Her skin looks redder than usual. Can I, like, why can't I can't do anything with that information. It's really annoying because, like, found an apartment key with the name Flaving on it. There's no one else to talk to about this investigation. Is there another apartment I can get? Maybe there's an apartment next door. No. This door open? Hang on, that's the vent to the bathroom. Right. Okay, so I can wander around. Can't go in there. Okay, apartment 202. This is something. Alright, this is what I was meant to do this whole time. This is weird. The shadow for a couch, no couch. Like, if I was making this, I would have left some clue. Like something other than a fucking apartment key. Because I find the apartment key, I'm going to go to her apartment, which is like, looking at the case file, like the last thing I need to do. I'd find something in there, like maybe that blank notebook said, just had 201, 202 written on it, or like 02, and you couldn't see the thing. I was like, oh, that's another hotel room. I'll go check the other hotel rooms. There's no indication for this. You just need to think the same way as the developer, and I fucking hate that. And I'm like, if you know what to do, it's really obvious. And a lot of these like indie developers, I'm saying that this might not even be the right place to be. A lot of these indie developers don't seem to, are not able to play a game through any other lens apart from like their own. And there is nothing in here, so I'm just talking shit. This is completely the wrong way, wrong place to be. Is there really nothing in here? God. I'm genuinely annoyed by that. I was annoyed enough having to like magically know that this apartment was here, and now it's not even the right fucking place. Alright, screw it. We'll stay in the hotel. Maybe there's an apartment up on the upper floor. Fucking slow walk as well. It's so annoying. This is why I didn't want to like investigate around here, because it's like this speed. Can I even look upstairs? I can. I wonder if this is as painful to watch as it is to play. Okay. Right, I can't go through there. He wants to guess that none of these doors open. Why is apartment 201? Why can I get into it, but it does nothing? Okay. It's something I'm missing. Mandalorian and Grogu, help me. Yeah, it's the only place I can go. Maybe I can go. I have to hold like the middle mouse wheel down to have the flashlight out. It's really awkward. Where does this lead? Like I know him. I've got to say I know in real life, like an investigator wouldn't get clues. But in real life, you can ask questions that are outside of the pre-programmed one. So you need to allow for some simplicity in this. Oh my god, is that... I didn't realise it was so high. Oh, fuck. This walking speed is making me, like, really just want to fucking stop this now. Like, how did he think this was a good idea? How? Because there's maybe some more evidence around here. I have to slowly walk over and have a look. Fucking RoboCop in the RoboCop game walked faster than this. It's fucking RoboCop. RoboCop. I've got no other leads. Right. I'm gonna go up there one more time. Oh, that reminds me. So the song's stopped. Okay, right. Let's make this a little bit more helpful. Right. I won't miss anything this time. We can go upstairs and there's nothing. Let's have a scan of the apartment. Right, come on. Yeah, I feel like that small vent. It's just the fact that there's a blank notebook, and he's just like, that's just a blank notebook. And I fucking take it for like fingerprint scanning, you moron. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Ugh. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Alright, let's go to the other apartment and check that. So... Alright, we've got 15 minutes. Yeah, I'm not doing part 3 of this. Jesus, the fucking blown out. I mean, I've got the brightness right up. But it's just... I don't know, like, because I used to watch, and I still do, kind of, I used to watch a lot of videos on Steam Early Access, and Steam Greenlight, I think was the name of them, video games. And a lot of the time, they just get abandoned by the developer. This really seems like there's going to be something in here. Like an explosion went off in here. Or like fucking Oppenheimer or something. Why is there like these weird shadows and I can't interact or comment on anything? Ugh. But yeah, a lot of these developers that make these kind of games, they they abandon them and they give up on them. And I understand that. I meet a lot of people who used to write music, and when you're first creating something, oh, absolutely nothing here. When you're first creating something, it's a lot of fun, but then the last 10%. I think I was talking about this at Christmas when I was finishing off Same Dream. The last 10% of a project is fucking nightmare, because there's issues and problems that you've been having the whole time that you're like, I'll fix that later. And you work on stuff that's easier because it allows you to make progress. And then you get a project. There's nothing in here. You get a project like 90% done. And then the last 10% is just all these problems that you've been putting off the entire time that you weren't able to fix easily. And it's so, not demeaning, dehumanizing, I suppose, might be the right word. But it's just really, really, really like depressing to be stuck in that bit at the end. Especially like, oh, is that? I would never, ever have fucking seen that if I didn't have the brightness on 200%. Small canister on unknown gas. Right, great. Take it. Okay, so we've got some kind of leak. Right. It's annoying now because he's picked it up, which I shouldn't have done. Because I'd like to have seen if I could have seen that. I guess I might have been. And it's next to the vent. I fucking said the vents had something to do with this. I did say it was mice. But yeah, the last 10% of a project is a nightmare. And most people won't even get that far. Most people will, like, the first 30% of a project and then abandon it when they get into the stuff that isn't just pure creation, when you're starting to like slim stuff down into what the final project's going to even look like before you even begin fixing issues. And I meet a lot of people that used to write music, and they get to that like 30-45% mark and just give up because it's the foreseeable problems are just too grand. There's something else up there I missed, but that should be enough. And I can see, this. I don't know how long this guy worked on this for, and he's got it to a playable state where everything works. And he's probably worked on this for like 5-6 years or something ridiculous. And it's like, right, I want to move on now. So I understand it. But at the same time, if this game was built upon, there would be something really good here. But what is here is just the possibility of something great, basically. Can you tell that I studied critique, writing and journalism at university? A lot of opinions. I suppose makes you good for streaming. Get rid of this fucking synthwave song as well. What are you doing? How's Real Human Being go? Real human being. I think it, because this sounds exactly like it now. I think that song's called like College Heroes. Real human being. I haven't listened to that song in ages. It got overplayed, so I removed it from all my playlists. But this is one for one, just Real Human Being. Alright, to the hospital. If this doesn't give me anything conclusive to chase up, I'm just gonna say that that guy did it. He gassed her because for numerical reasons, Okay. I was trying to reference the Father Ted line. Would be an economical matter. That's it, for economical reasons. So I'm obviously not in the UK anymore, and I'm on the dating apps, and sometimes I'm talking to these fucking women over here. I think as women in general, just the dating scene is difficult for everyone, and obviously where I'm straight, I'm talking to women on it, so that's why I say that. But anyway, sometimes I just get so fucking done with having these conversations that I just start going, that would be an economical matter, referencing an Irish sitcom that only played in Ireland, maybe Scotland and the UK in the mid-90s. Like, just for my own enjoyment, because the conversations are so fucking strained. Ugh, that would be an economical matter. Alright. Right, can I do anything with that information? So annoying. Let me check something. I'm gonna have to wander around. Oh no, okay, there is one thing I can do. I can talk to the receptionist about the gas canister. Because I'm not wandering around that fucking hotel with max brightness on again, trying to stumble upon something. What? So the flow that should have happened here. I've gone into the apartment, and he's like, oh, her skin's quite red. Either he goes, this looks like gas poisoning. I should check around for gas canisters, and then I would be looking for something specific. Or he goes, her skin's quite red, and I'm able to take some kind of sample. And then the machine goes, she was killed by gas canisters. And then, like, something to point me in the direction of the gas canisters. And I know the vents were there to do so, but, like, just having him go, it's a vent, when he says, this is just scrap paper, doesn't distinguish that that is specific at all. Maybe, like, oh, it's a vent, I can see traces of gas on it, or whatever. Just something, some kind of fucking breadcrumbing. I think I care more about this game than the developer ever did. Which is a wild statement, because I guarantee I do not. This was probably a huge passion project for him at one point that just he wasn't able to pull together, and it's probably a sore point. But he's still making games. Didn't give up. There's nothing worse than when someone tries to do something artistic and fails, and then never tries to make art again. I think everyone should be creating, regardless. Everyone should always be trying to create. And the failures shouldn't be a thing that stop us. Because now we just got fucking AI bros. Like, just like AI fucking machines and prompts and stuff making stuff for us. Because there is no failure on that. You just get the satisfaction of creation straight away. Slowly walk over. The other thing that happened, I've only just realised those lights down there, they aren't the lights outside. The other thing that's probably happened to this guy is he's gone to his friends, like, oh, I'm working on this game. Can you play it? And let me know your feedback. And they've booted it up and gone, yeah, this is fine. It's great, mate. And, like, haven't, like, because I've had that. When my stuff, I always show my stuff to people, and I'm like, can I get feedback on this? And You never get useful feedback. You never seem to get useful feedback on something until it's too late. I remember, like, my stuff, the production was fucking horrific, and the videos are, like, still unlisted. So if you go searching enough, you can find them. And I used to show that to my friends, and I was like, what do you think? And I was like, yeah, man, this sounds cool. When it fucking, like, objectively didn't. Like, maybe if that was, like, the first song they ever heard. And, like, I didn't know how to fix the problems. So I was unable to view it with any, it's not the right word. I could never remember the words. I couldn't take a step back and look at it for what it was. And I guarantee that's what's happened with this guy. Like, people, like, walked into an apartment and they're walking really slow. And they're like, they just don't even register. It's like, yeah, man, this is really good. Because they're viewing it through a lens that their mate made it. No, nothing. Fuck off. Fuck off. Right. I'm just gonna go to the police station and just guess it. It's so annoying. I might go and talk to the guy in the apartment first and then go to the police station, but we are done. It's so annoying. It's so fucking annoying. Like, I found this gas canister upstairs. Do you know anything about it? No. Do you know anyone that might? No. Who's been in this apartment since she logged in? Do you have security cameras in here? Anything I can check? Did you notice any gas? Like, there's so many investigative questions that should be fucking asked there. And he's like, you know what this is? No, alright. Fuck off. That's really fucking pissed me off. Like, I can't believe, like, it's either laziness that the guy couldn't be bothered to, like, map out the questions, or it's ignorance that he was like, this is fine, this is how games flow. I don't know why I've made him Eastern European. I suppose if I made him Finnish, that would be, this is fine, this is how the games flow. That's funny what he sounds like. He doesn't sound like any of those. I've got a horrible London accent, so I can mock him. And we're at the end of the stream now, so no one's going to get to this except for Turkey Tom. Hello, Turkey Tom. Anyway, alright, let's get the fucking end of this. I'm losing my mind, just sweating out. With this... Like, it's not an awful game, but it's just so fucking frustrating. Like... I don't know. Could have fixed some of the stuff in this so easily. The fucking dude's working in Unreal. Like, he's paid for the Unreal engine. I am very tempted to check out his other game, that Snow one. If it's online multiplayer only, I will probably not bother with it, because I fucking hate online multiplayer games. Only online multiplayer games. There's been so many games that I'm like, oh man, this looks really cool, and it's like, online multiplayer, fuck, like that new Dune Awakening. When they showed the trailer for that, I was like, man, this looks fucking incredible. And it's like, online survival, like, fuck off. I just didn't even finish the announcement when they said that. Because that is, it's made for retention. It's just literally, and I've worked in the industry and I noticed for a fact, they make stuff online because it has a higher rate of retention. Because you have friends that you play it with. And therefore they're able to sell more copies and more DLC and more fucking live subscription services, whatever the fuck modern games are doing now, rather than creating a cohesive single player narrative driven, not even narrative driven, just like gameplay driven, like package, like a really nice, well presented game that can just be played once and is a clean, beautiful piece of art. But no, it's got to be the shitty online, everyone's a winner, baby. I don't know why I'm quoting Tom Jones. Okay, get out of the car. So annoying. I'm so fucking angry about that gas canister conversation still. But yes, I will check out his other game. Let's see. Alright, depending on how this goes, I'm just gonna go to the police station. Can't believe he made me jump. I think you used the drone. I was meant to find a drone. He was going to leave me and I couldn't live with it. I couldn't take the rejection. Misery acquaints a man with strange faults. You either go all in with this, like, Max Payne, like, the beauty of a hole is that it can take years to climb out, but moments to fall back down stuff. Like, either that's the entire character and every line's like that, or not. It's because it stands out so much when he's got these weird fucking little one-liners. I'm going with it though. I used the drone to immediately start releasing the gas once I knew she was in a room. Right. I think this investigation is the one I've just done, obviously. I don't even know why I need to state that. It's a really good example of how the flow that he's written for these investigations just doesn't work as intended. Like, there was no indication of gas. There was no indication of a drone. Like, saying her skin is red, what am I meant to take from that? Like, she could have been boiled. That's generally what I thought when I first thought it. I was like, oh, maybe she's just had like a really hot bath. Because there was a bath in there, actually. Because when someone's gassed, they don't go red, do they? Oh, it's so hot in here. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Alright, well, if the developer ever does find this, I've been harsh on your game, but I appreciate the fact that you tried to do something here, and I appreciate the fact that you're continuing to do stuff. I hope that you're able to take criticism better than the majority of people, and if you can, then that puts you farther along than most people that make video games. There's a really, really good idea here, and there are probably other great ideas in every game you make. So, keep going. Alright. Identify criminal, Mr. Flavin. Gassed. What an odd... This is like a translation issue, because he's Finnish. Revenge. It's not revenge. Well, it is revenge, because he was like, I did revenge because he's going to leave me. Is it rejection, because she was going to leave him? Because she rejected him? It's not respect. Or is it response? Because he responded to her leaving him. I'm going to go with rejection. Tetsuo. Why is this a thing? Right, yes. Look at that. Basically Rick Deckard himself. All I do is get drunk, moan, hang out by myself and solve crimes. Alright, cool, great. My phone battery's dead, and I was downloading something, so that's very disappointing. Yeah. Well, thank you for everyone that showed up to stream today, and thank you for everyone that watches this after the fact. Where are we? I will be back next week with another stream. I have no idea what game I'll be playing next week. Thank you, and goodbye.